welcome to the Hacienda. Rivet here. Today we are making Bergen Soup. It's also known as Norsk Fisksuppe, and it originated in the town of Bergen in Norway. I don't know, about 100 years ago, 150 years ago. Anyway, it became so popular that it spread throughout Norway, and it's known as Bergen Soup. After the town. It is also so popular that it is also known as the national soup of Norway. So with that background, I can tell you that it is one of the most delicious soups we have ever eaten, and I made a video of it before a few years ago, and I'm going to put the card up here in the upper right hand corner where you can take a look at it, and I'm going to make it again. And we're going to start out, I got here 3 whole tilapia, and we're going to start by making our own fish broth first of all, okay? So stick with me and I'll show you how it's done. Right, in a large stock pot with a couple gallons of water, we got the 3 frozen tilapia in there, and we got it on high heat. We're going to bring it up to boil and then reduce it to simmer. To that we're going to add a tablespoon of black peppercorns and about 4 or 5 fresh bay leaves, about a cup of parsley stems, about the same amount of the leafy portion of a bunch of celery, 1 bunch of celery, and the green portions of 3 leeks chopped up. And then we've got 1 onion chunked up, and since this is just going to be a boiling, we're going to use the skin and all. 1 small potato quartered, 2 carrots, and 3 parsnips. All right, 4 hours into the simmering, the fish is pretty much all broken up and into little pieces. The vegetables have released all their flavor. Now we are going to drain this and scoop out the contents through a cheesecloth and return the liquids to a pot to continue reducing. Okay, what we want to do now with the fish stock, we want to heat it up just till you see the steam rising out there. We want to keep it at a very, very gentle simmer, okay? And I'll explain to you why in a moment. To that, we're going to add 1 teaspoon of sea salt, 1 teaspoon of black pepper. Here's the secret ingredient to Bergen soup, is a little bit of beef stock. So we have 3 Maggi bouillon cubes. We got 4 chopped parsnips, 3 chopped carrots, and 3 leeks, just the white part, okay? Now we're gonna stir that in nicely, and what we're gonna do next is we're gonna pull out 1 cup of this hot liquid. Okay, the reason we don't want this liquid too hot is because we're gonna take 3 egg yolks and we're gonna emulsify them in this liquid, and if it's too hot, it's going to curdle the eggs, and so we're going to do it 1 tablespoon at a time, whisking it in, getting it incorporated nicely. So join me back when it's done. Okay, now what we want to do is, we've got this egg yolk mixture, is we want to put it in dribs and drabs into the soup, a little bit at a time, stirring constantly, again, so it does not curdle. Okay, and here's where we have a problem. My eyes were bigger than my stomach in my head when I went to the grocery to buy fish for this recipe. What I have here is 2.5 pounds of Atlantic scallops. I think we're going to go ahead and put them all in. But you see, I got about 4.5 pounds of these beautiful codfish fillets. Now there's no way in the world all that's going to fit. So I think I'm just going to put 2, maybe 3 in there, we'll see. And I got 2 pounds of these Gulf shrimp. We're going to start out with just 1. Okay, we're going to start out with the scallops. Well, you can see how much the volume has increased in the pot. I think we're going to have to get a bigger pot. Okay, so we got everything transferred to the stock pot that I made the fish stock originally. So we're good there. So now we're going to add the 1 pound of medium, raw, peeled, deveined. Okay, now as I started handling these fillets, oh my God, they were much bigger than I thought. So I've cut up 2 fillets. Okay, so we're going to be eating cod for a few days here at the Hacienda. Okay, I went ahead and added the 2nd pound of the shrimp, since it was already thawed out. And lastly but not leastly, dumplings. We're going to use potato gnocchi. simply because Mrs. Rivet and I like it. Traditionally, this soup is made with some sort of dumplings, potato dumplings if you want. But these are so good and convenient that we're going to run with it. And there you have it. Beautiful Bergen soup. Norsk fisksuppe. Okay, as is traditional, we're going to garnish it with some sour cream and parsley. Although we don't have parsley, strangely enough, the store is sold out. So we're using cilantro. Why? Because I like cilantro. And there you have it. Deliciousness in a bowl. Bergen soup. Thanks for watching, people. Hope you enjoyed it. It smells fantastic.